The day Arsenal sign a fullback, I definitely doubt that. I'll definitely try to do something special that day. I don't know. I've not planned it yet, but yes, I will definitely try to do it because the amount of fullbacks that we are getting linked. I mean, literally, I just spoke about Serginho Dest yesterday, and I was really ashamed of doing so. But still, man, Nasser Mazraoui, and there's an update about that. So we're going to discuss about that. We're going to discuss about the first free signing that Arsenal are going to get it done. It's almost on the works. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the secondary targets, and most importantly, the secondary and tertiary targets that Arsenal are looking for at the moment. So let's just tune into what you got. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be. Subscribe, man. And if you want to support me, if you think that whatever I do is actually a little bit of hard work that I'm putting together for all the Arsenal fans, if you want to help me out, super chat if you want to support me in any way, like channel memberships. But also you can actually help me by just liking the video if you like it. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. Just comment any of the portions of the video. You can comment about it, and I will definitely get back to you. So the first news that we have here is about Nasser Mazraoui. Now we all know that Ajax fullback is being linked with Arsenal, but is that the reality? What's the case about it? So, according to Foot Mercato, Hanif Berkane, he says that rumors of an interest from Arsenal or Bayern Munich are unfounded, not true. There is absolutely nothing, but Ajax are open to selling him this summer if there is a satisfactory offer. Now, I know Ajax don't sell for a very lot amount of money, especially the fullbacks. So, to get Nasser Mazraoui, I'm sorry, I don't know if it's gonna be very cheap. I think 20-25 million. Yeah, that's actually too much for Arsenal. That's like buying Kieran Tierney off of a team that according to that price tag. So still as of now, nothing's sure about Nasser Mazraoui. Let's talk about the first free signing that actually Arsenal are going to make or on the works for it. So according to Mark Irvine, Australian international Matt Ryan is set to complete a free transfer from Brighton after a successful 6-month loan spell at the Emirates, but he's only seen as a backup goalkeeper. Now, Arsenal have been forced to scrap plans to sign Brentford goalkeeper David Raya. Damn it, how did I mess this up? So Arsenal have been chasing David Raya for more than a year now on the recommendation of goalkeeping coach Inaki Kanya Pavon, and they are aware that the 25-year-old Spaniard had a £10 million release clause in his contract if Brentford would have failed to secure Premier League football, but they did. They beat Swansea 2-0 in the final of the Championship playoffs. So they can't get David Raya now because, of course, why would Brentford sell him off right now? Because they need to survive in the first division. And with the future of current number one Bernd Leno still uncertain, Arsenal's recruitment team are having to look elsewhere. Matt Ryan is set to complete a free transfer from Brighton, and he's only seen as a backup, just like how they did with Emiliano Martinez. So that is that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the reality, and we have to stick with that. So also Arteta has made the permanent signing of Odegaard his top priority after paying £1.8 million as fee for 6-month loan deal for Martin Odegaard in January. The Spanish club have briefed that they're now looking for more than £50 million for a player like him. Arsenal were looking to pay no more than 30 million is what they wanted to pay for Martin Odegaard, but Real Madrid want upwards of 50 million pounds. And also a bigger update that Arsenal know that hard up Real are desperate to raise cash to fund a move for Odegaard's Norwegian international teammate Erling Haaland, and they're hoping that Odegaard's asking price will eventually come down if they are patient enough. So that's the whole reason why Arsenal are not going all out, according to this report. May not be true. Moving on, so Kieran Tierney has opened up about Mikel Arteta. He says after the season, he said, I had a meeting with him at the end of the season, and he just told me, go and express yourself with Scotland, enjoy yourself, bring energy to the team, bring energy to the camp. He is always so supportive of me and tremendously positive. The manager always brings the best out of me. I listen to everything the manager tells me, word for word. I love working with him. He's helped me massively. If you can see the differences in my game in the last 18 months, it's because of Mikel Arteta and what his coaching staff have been telling me to do. I've been working on their advice every day. I'm really grateful for what the gaffer's done for me. Very well. So that's that, according to certain news. So Now comes the fun part. I mean, we literally would want to talk about the more amount of news that we have here. So moving on, so Arsenal are a team showing the most amount of interest for Sambi Lokonga, 21-year-old midfielder from Anderlecht. So according to our reports, now this report is actually coming from DHLA Sports. Yes, DHLA Sports or DHLS, whatever you want to call it as, or LADH, whatever it is. So as announced, Sambi Lokonga has interrupted his vacation to be present in Tubize for their first training of the A team of Belgium national team. His possible presence in the list of 26 players, if Axel Witsel withdraws, could accelerate his transfer abroad. For the moment, it is dead calm. Many clubs are familiar with his record, but Arsenal seem to be the most interested. So it looks like Arsenal are on the lookout for Sambi Lokonga, according to Yves Teldeman. He's actually the one who has actually reported about Sambi Lokonga. And according to another source, this is the his name is Albert Sambi Lokonga, 21 years of age, is a defensively pretty good midfielder. If you can see this stat about him, what does this stat tell you? He's an elite ball progressor, one of the few who can progress ball via passing and carry both, and really good long passing from deep midfield. Like, he's got 5.18 long passes per 90. That is 60 and 60.3% accuracy with the long passes. So Sambi Lokonga is actually kind of a good kind of a midfielder who's going to be quite how should I say this, cheap if you ask me, but let's see. He's one of the players that Arsenal should look into, and they are looking into according to one source. But the big question is he going to be given that game time? I don't know. I absolutely don't know. So talking about another transfer that could happen, and I absolutely don't know, is about Wojciech Szczesny. Now linked a lot of times to return to Arsenal, and however, I just can't believe in any of those transfer rumors, but still, you got to talk about it, man. So Wojciech Szczesny, according to Nicola Balis, he believes that there are signals from Arsenal that they could want to sign Wojciech Szczesny from Juventus again. So would you want to run it back, ladies and gentlemen? Would you want Wojciech Szczesny back at Arsenal? I would believe no. I've already said that before as well, but some people, I actually asked them to comment and let me know they still haven't. So I still would want to ask them, please, in the comments, tell me, do you want Wojciech Szczesny coming back to Arsenal? Let me know. And yes, we're going to talk about more as well. So Manor Solomon, yes, there can't be a transfer window where we don't talk about Manor Solomon. Like, we have to. It's a given that we should. So Manor Solomon remains keen on moving to the Premier League this summer, with Arsenal among the teams interested still. Now, if you know Pini Zahavi, he is his agent. As if you don't know, you better know that now. So Pini Zahavi is involved in talks between the club and the player. The Israeli super agent is in touch with Arsenal technical director Edu Gaspar. Now he's actually a very exciting talent, but the price tag that they put on Manor Solomon was too much. Last time around, I came to know, because the problem is the Shakhtar Donetsk setting a price tag of £21 million for the highly rated winger. £21 million was decent, but they were asking for more, if I remember, last time around. So Zahavi opened up about the interest from England. He says that there are talks with teams from England. There are things that can happen in the summer. My dream is to play in England, and it also seems to be the most realistic option for me. And the teams in England can pay. That's what he said, because he's got 9 goals in 23 league appearances for Shakhtar Donetsk, and also scored a wonder strike against Real Madrid in the Champions League. That is his resume for this season, and only because of that, he wants a move to Arsenal, or England for that matter. But Arsenal were interested, very strongly linked to him, and let's see if that is the update, or that is the reality that sticks Arsenal with this player. If not, we'll look at someone else. So Bayer Leverkusen sporting director has opened up about Edmund Tapsoba. He says Tapsoba should also play a very important role for us next season. But Bild adds that whilst he's a target for Arsenal, Leverkusen don't want to sell him this summer, and only a mega offer above 70 million euros could change the attitude. Let's see. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If we seek daily Arsenal content, if you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.